Today's the day, the sun is shining, my hair is short, and my hair is short. Yes, that's right, my hair is short again. A lot has changed, and I fucking miss you guys a lot. And I think it is time for a little catch up. Today, we're going to be talking about how the new job's going since I left this corner of the internet, my new hairdo, why the change, and just in general, what the hell is going on right now, what my new YouTube schedule looks like, and we're also going to discuss a little bit about the Man Buns Manes community and what's going on with that. And I literally just want to check in and say hello. All updates aside, it's just nice to say hello. So if you're keen to catch up on all of the above, buckle in and let's go. Oh yeah, and don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. My channel's been a little deprived of the likes for the last few months, so a good smashy should help revive it. Okay, so holy smokes, it's been 5 or 6 months since I've even touched a camera, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty nice. Making content is tough, man. Anybody that makes content on the internet will know exactly what I'm talking about. And I didn't even realize it, but since 2014, I've stayed very consistent. Like, there's not really a dip in my content for longer than 1 month. So the 5 months I just had away from all of this is the longest in my history ever. But as most of you know, the whole reason why I put content making on the side was because I got a sweet promotion at my job, which is fucking hectic, by the way. I actually thought this video would be a good opportunity to explain what the hell I actually do for a living, because I've never really spoken about it on this channel. And that's because what I do for a living is so far removed from everything I've done on this channel that it just never made sense to talk about it. So what I am as a professional is a software administrator. Now that isn't to be confused with a software engineer. Two totally different things, okay? Software engineers literally develop software from scratch by coding it in their own specific way, and that is way beyond what I do. But my role as a software administrator is just to understand how particular softwares work and how to implement them and maintain them in a business environment. It can be very technical, and I'm happy to go into more of the other stuff that I do at another time if you guys are actually interested in hearing about it, but in a nutshell, that's what I do for a living. And where my promotion happened is I moved up to the next level where I'm now a head administrator. And what that means is a lot of the implementation and maintenance for me is now passed down to my reports, and my role is now focused more on actively looking for new softwares emerging in the market, understanding how they might be useful for the company that I work for, and then developing an entire blueprint on how to implement them into our business. Huge job. It's fucking wild actually, but it makes me kind of horny. And plus, technology is making so many advancements at the moment between blockchain technology and artificial intelligence. My world is just getting crazier and crazier. And though it's very mentally stimulating for someone like me, I think I did do the best thing by stepping away from content making, because at the end of the workday now, I'm pretty knackered. And there's just no way that I would have been able to keep up with doing both. In saying that, however, I have been missing my hairy side a lot lately, because at a very core level, it's still a very big interest for me. And because I've been wrapped up in a whole nother world lately, I haven't really had an outlet for it. So I have been bursting to come back on here and say hello, you know, like just have fucking hello. Because I genuinely do miss you guys, and I miss this whole hair gig. Actually, while I'm naturally segueing into talking about hair, this is probably a great time to explain what the hell is going on with my whole look right now. Like, the length. What the fuck happened? Wasn't I growing it out again? Wasn't long hair forever? Well, in short, no. It doesn't have to be forever. I kind of feel like I was ready for something different for a while, but I think I needed to have some downtime to realize it. Because my long hair, or growing my long hair, was such a main focus for me. It's literally the crux upon everything that we've built here together. Like, it's the one thing that makes us feel united and part of something bigger, which, don't get me wrong, is fucking cool, okay? But as soon as I removed myself from the whole equation and stood back and looked at the bigger picture, I kind of thought, I don't need to have long hair to connect with people and help them feel inspired. I don't need to have long hair to feel important on the internet. I don't need to have long hair to feel confident. Sure, long hair is one of the ways that I was able to do that, but why can't I do that with short hair too? I have plenty of transferable skills and knowledge that work for both. Why can't I do that with the cool new outfit that I bought from ASOS? Why can't I do that by telling a fucked up story about what happened on my weekend? Like, there's so many other ways I can connect with other people and make statements about who I am without needing to have long hair. And at the core level, all I really want is the ability to express who I am in whatever form that looks like right now, and to not be questioned about it. And that's all I want for everyone. That's what I want for you. And I think long hair was an extremely good vessel for me to convey that message, because when I started doing it, it was against social norms, although it's pretty common now, but it was honestly the perfect way to say, fuck you everyone, I'm doing what I want. And I did. I fucking loved my long hair so much, like genuinely with all my heart. But when I had some downtime, I was like, dude, it's time for a new look. And so here I am with a 0 to 1 fade with an extremely short top, and I'm fucking loving it. I will say though, maintaining short hair is pricey, and if you want it to look fresh all the time, you will pay that price. If you think paying 30 bucks for a bottle of shampoo is expensive, try maintaining a fade, mate. New ball game. I did also want to be very clear right now, my new outlook on this whole short hair thing. I don't for 1 second want this to diminish any efforts you've currently put into growing your hair out. Growing your hair long is 1000% something every man should try at least once at some point in his life. So if you're still growing for the first time, don't use this video as a free ticket to give up on the awkward stage, okay? You still owe it to yourself to persevere and actually reach that goal that you were striving towards, okay? And the great thing about hair is it's not permanent and you can change it whenever you like. I will also say from experience, it's one of the best practices for building a thicker skin and telling haters where to go. So do it. Speaking of haters and doing things against social consensus, long hair or not, if you really want to piss people off and make them go, why the fuck do you want to look like that for? Get a deliberate slice in your eyebrow. Honestly, everyone will have something to say about it. I personally think it's groovy and looks edgy, but every second person I meet, whether I know them or not, ends up asking about it, and I'm just like, what? Didn't you know it's cool? I guess people just really don't like things that are different, but they get over it in the end. I mean, how many of you still get heckled for having long hair? Let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, so that's the download on my new job and my new appearance, and essentially I'm just here to say hello and touch base because it has been longer than it ever has been for me before. For those of you who have watched this far, it's you that I'm talking to. You guys are actually the ones that matter here, and I just wanted to let you know that I have been thinking about you since I've been, absent. In terms of what's next for me on YouTube, well, at this stage, the short hair is staying, and you can probably expect some sort of hair-related content regarding the upkeep of this and what I'm doing with it, but for the most part, I'm not really back here with a specific schedule or goal in mind. Again, I don't want to commit to anything that I can't sustain, so I think only posting videos when I actually have something important to say or when I see an opportunity where I can give value, that's going to be the safest way to play this. Speaking of important things to talk about, another thing that prompted me to do this was the fact that I never completed the beard roller series that I started back in September 2021. I've never in my history missed a beat with stuff like that, and when I realized that I just Houdini'd out of here without actually following through with the documentation of that entire process, I thought, fuck, I better make that right and post the conclusion. So that is coming next week. And other than that, I'm just going to be posting when it feels right and when I feel like I can give value to you guys in one way or another. And if that sounds cool to you, then I'd absolutely love for you to stay around. And if not, I totally understand if you never want to see me again. But at the end of the day, I do need to do what's best for me, and that's the best that I literally can offer at this time. On a final note, as for the Man Buns Manes community or the Facebook group, the website, the Instagram, and the Pinterest account, they're all still on pause for the minute. I believe the subreddit is magically running itself and is actually super cool. There's lots of really good guys in there. It just seems to be building itself. But in terms of the whole brand, I'm still not sure what the best thing to do with it yet is. I definitely don't want to shut it down because it could still certainly serve a good purpose, but I think the best thing to do when you don't know what the best thing to do is nothing. Especially when you don't have an external deadline or pressure that you need to adhere to, which is the predicament I'm in with it. And I just need to, really take my time and think about it, okay? Sorry to any of you that have actually tried to join the group and haven't been accepted. It's because nobody's monitoring it at this point in time. But yeah, I'm sure if something changes, I will be making an update about it just so I can let people know. So that brings me to the end of this long ass video. Literally, this video is probably longer than my hair used to be. I hope you guys are all doing well on your hair journeys. Remember, me cutting mine isn't a free pass for you if you haven't grown yours out before, so hang in there until you hit your goal, and don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. And also remember to subscribe if you like my vibe and you want to see more content from me. Until next time, I'll see you later. Thanks so much for showing up. I love you a lot. Catch ya.